family, video number 2 of the morning. In this beautiful cabin that I'm in the beautiful mountains with a freezing cold river running by that I'm going to jump in later. Got a fireplace going, beautiful flowers that smell amazing, and the intention of this video, also I'm here to prepare delicious vegan foods for a retreat, a meditation retreat for 20 people for 3 days, 4 days in a row this weekend, and I get to ground into the space beforehand. Thank gosh to the friends that make that happen and make that possible. And yeah, what a beautiful world that we can cultivate when we realize our visions and our goals and we act on them and we manifest them with the law of attraction. My phone is actually being supported by the law of attraction book, so that's comical. Okay, so my intention of this video, let's get to it, is to give you tips for staying with a clean diet, specifically a raw vegan diet, taking away all of the stigma and all the hoopla around like #raw vegan. Let's just be real. Why do I do it? Because I feel the best. I feel the highest vibrations. My digestion is smooth and clean and clear. My mood is radical, and I feel it's in alignment with my highest good. So, because I've experienced lots of different types of diets, and this one is rocking my world. So I want to share with you tools of really the kind of the pearls of a raw vegan diet, because I've been experiencing this for a while now, and because my friends who've been experiencing this for longer have shared their words of wisdom with me. So I wanted to pass down this information from my teachers. So, step 1. Wait, background information. I ate a terrible diet when I was a kid. Terrible, terrible. My parents were good, but I chose to take even like kind of a crappier route and just ate all the processed food. My diet was terrible. It was like Oreos and Almond Joys and milk, 3 glasses every day, meat, and all the shenanigans. Coffee. I used to have like a what was it called? Like a mocha frappuccino with all the drizzles and whipped cream on it every day before high school growing up. Yeah, so and so then I found out about nutrition, let's see, 7 years ago, when I started my naturopathy school. And thank God I was young, I was only 18, so I just listened to everything that my brilliant and beautiful teacher Farida Sharan taught me. She teaches these classes. If you're interested, go to purehealth.com. Farida Sharan, amazing. And so she taught me how to eat a clean vegan diet. She taught me why it was important from a spiritual perspective, but also a physical, cellular, scientific perspective. And I'm so grateful, and I continue to educate myself on this on a daily basis, of why I'm choosing what I'm choosing. I always stay inspired and educated. And so it's only been about 4 years that I've begun experimenting more with a raw food diet. And so I've been mostly raw, probably like 75% raw for the past 4 years. And it's really only been the past 2 years that I've really focused on it, and the past maybe only like 8 months that I've been fully raw. I've had, I think, only 2 cooked meals. 3. One was lightly cooked, so I called it raw. It was just like steamed greens, but the other 2 were cooked meals from my spiritual teachers, and I felt like I wanted to be with them and eat with them and love with them, and I knew that their food was full of magical vibrations. But I've been pretty much fully raw for 8 months. I think it's been 8 months. Yes, 8 months. And I feel amazing. And again, I've been playing with this for years, so I want to give you the tools. So let's give you the tools. Step 1, eat fresh, raw, vegan foods. Just do it. Eat fresh, raw, vegan foods. Eat fresh, raw, vegan foods. Why? Because when you do that, you're eating it. It's good for you. It moves things through your body. It gives you vital energy and life force. Also, when you eat fresh, raw, living vegan foods, you automatically eliminate the space and the energy around yucky, processed, animal-based, chemical-laden, cooked foods. I'm not saying that cooked foods are bad, but when we focus on what we want, energetically we automatically eliminate the space for what we don't want. So don't really focus on what you don't want, because that develops the lack mentality, and I don't like that. Focus on the abundance, and develop the mind state of what you do want. Just focus on what you want. The law of attraction. It might sound schmoozy, but really it's true. Eat fresh, raw, living, vegan foods, and you literally won't have the mind capacity to think about the other foods, or the belly capacity to think about the other foods. So focus on those first. Eat those foods. Eat as much as you want. Focus on fresh, raw, living foods, and the rest will fall away naturally. Don't be harsh on yourself. So this is like a little subcategory. Don't be harsh on yourself about what you did eat, what you didn't eat. Let go of all judgment that does not serve you. If you eat a McDonald's hamburger and you bless it and you are grateful for it and you say that it is your medicine, it will be your medicine. If you eat a banana and you are cursing a banana and you're saying, oh my God, banana, I don't even deserve you, like I've already eaten this amount of food and you're full of sugar, like I don't like you, banana, it's gonna be your poison. Hamburger versus banana, which one do we automatically think is better for us? A banana, but the vibration matters. So don't be hard on yourself. Whatever you're eating, be with it fully. Notice how it makes you feel. See that it is your medicine, because it is your medicine. Bless every single thing that comes into your body temple. The same that you would treat an actual spiritual temple, treat your body as such. So bless every single thing that comes into it. Be with it in intention and in integrity. So step 2, eat simply. Try mono meals, they heal digestion. So eating simply supports digestion, because the digestion likes things simple. It doesn't like complicated recipes or too many ingredients. Of course, that's okay sometimes, but really what's best, if you're wanting to focus on healing your digestion, which I know from my work and how people connect with me, I know that almost everybody is working on healing their digestion for so many reasons, of course. So embody these tools that help you heal your digestion. So mono meals, simple foods, simple combinations, the body likes, the digestive tract likes that simplicity. Examples are mono meals, so one fruit at a time. Eat as much as you want, one fruit at a time. You can even eat as much fruit as you want and then wait an hour for that to digest, and if you want something else, eat something else. But make sure you have at least an hour in between meals, especially or longer if they're more complicated meals, but give your body time to digest. But mono meals are amazing for healing the digestion. So mono meals count as one fruit at a time. They count as one steamed vegetable at a time, because veggies are kind of hard to digest raw unless you're really focusing on chewing. So either one raw veggie or one steamed veggie at a time, like a bowl of steamed beets. So eat as much as you want and then wait and see how you feel. This also gives you the ability to notice how each food affects you. So that's important, to notice how each little food affects you. So good. Smoothies count as mono meals because they're already pre-digested pretty much in the blender, so it's easier. Also juices count as mono meals. Again, they still are even more mono meal, like if it's 1 or 2 ingredients, but they're easier to digest when they're blended or smoothies. Number 3, eat fresh, ripe fruits. Eat ripe fruits. Ripe. So be discerning with grocery stores if you're going to the grocery stores, because so many things are picked early so they can just be shipped all over the world and they're sprayed with all these things. So make sure that what you're eating is ripe. This also means local. Eat as local as you can. Most places all over the world you can find local food. You can also grow your own food, so do that as much as you can, because that's the most nutrient dense, is local and homegrown. But if you're getting something like bananas that are shipped all over the world, or avocados, or persimmons, or whatever, pears, make sure that they're ripe. So each fruit has a different ripe texture, ripe smell, ripe color. So research that for each fruit, because when it's ripe, that means it's ready. That's when the tree or the bush or what the plant has said, okay, human, it's time for you now. All of the different breakdowns of food, of chemicals, of nutrients have happened in the fruit or the food that makes it digestible for you. So if you eat an unripe banana, it's going to feel yucky, it's going to constipate you, it's just not going to digest well. But if you eat a banana that's actually ripe, which means it's brown and spotty, it's going to digest well. Same with all the foods. Make sure that they're ripe and ready to eat. Do not eat unripe food and fruit and vegetables and greens and plants. Make sure that they're ripe. Go for as local as you can. If you can grow your own food, do it. It's actually really easy. You can grow tons of stuff indoors, outdoors, no matter where you are, you can make it work. Research permaculture. If you've never heard of permaculture, check out permaculture. You can grow anything, anywhere, at any time. Tool or tip number 4, greens. Greens. I wish I could like have the editing skills to be like greens with like angel noises. Greens are so important. I feel like they're so important because they're minerals, and some people in some climates need greens. We need that extra boost of minerals. Chlorophyll pretty much matches the human blood to a T, except plant blood, chlorophyll, has more magnesium, and human blood, hemoglobin, has more iron. That's what gives it the red versus the green color. So our bloods, plant blood, green plant blood, and human blood is basically the same. So when you put them together, the plant blood purifies, cleans, strengthens, and boosts and invigorates your blood, gives it fresh oxygen. We need that. Greens will give you the proteins that you need and minerals. Even though fruits and veggies have them, I find that greens are just like extra magic. And some constitutions just need them, where we need that extra support. I also firmly believe that women need more greens than men do, because we bleed, because we give birth and bear children. So for eliminating all of that blood, we have to boost our blood on a regular basis. So ladies, get your greens in. You'll feel better, especially on a raw vegan diet. Greens, greens, greens. I can notice if I haven't had greens by 12 noon, I'm like, oh, I haven't had greens. I can feel it. I don't have as much vibrant energy. So greens can come in the many forms. My favorite is wheatgrass juice. You can read all about wheatgrass juice, especially from Ann Wigmore. Check out her book, Be Your Own Doctor, to find out more information about why wheatgrass is so good for you. But to me, it feels in my body, and also through the science that I've learned about wheatgrass, that it's like the most potent green out there, especially wheatgrass juice. If you look at animals in nature, when they're sick, they eat grass. I feed grass to my dog all the time, and when she has an upset tummy, she'll go out into the yard and eat grass. So wheatgrass, drink the juice daily if you can. I do. I personally live in an environment where I can literally juice the grass that grows outside of my house. So look into that, as silly as it sounds. You can probably do that if you live in an area where there's not herbicides, pesticides, and you know that it's clean. You can juice the grass. You can also grow it indoors so easily. I just made a video about it, and you can find videos all over YouTube about how, and books, how to grow wheatgrass indoors any time of year. So cheap, so easy, and beautiful. Or you can go to Whole Foods or whatever store you have around you and get them. Jamba Juice, I think, even has wheatgrass, and get them to juice you some wheatgrass. You need a masticating juicer, not a centrifugal juicer, to juice wheatgrass. So if you're going to juice it yourself, make sure you have that. So greens count as grasses. So any of the grasses, they count as dark leafy greens like kale, spinach, chard, dandelion greens. Which a subcategory of that is to look around you and find what herbs and weeds are growing that are actually medicinal for you. A lot of them are green, some of them are not, but look into that. Start gaining curiosity around that, because nature tends to grow what we need, and that stuff's way more potent than grocery store stuff. Also herbs that you can buy in the store or grow at home, like parsley, cilantro, dill, basil. Those are all amazing, high nutrient dense greens. Fennel, super yummy. What else counts as a green? Seaweeds and algae count as greens. So spirulina, chlorella, I'm gonna just add wakame and dulse, even though they're not super green color, especially dulse, but those are all green algae that are really, really nutrient dense, which is why I like green, so I'm adding them to that category. Get those in daily. Get all of these things in daily in the forms of smoothies. So add greens to your smoothies. That's a great way because they're easily digested. They don't taste as green if you don't like a taste of greens. Add them with some bananas and some ginger, and oh my gosh, it's so good. You wouldn't even know that there's all this kale or spinach in your banana smoothie. Juices are a great way to get greens in. So digestible, you can add apple and kale, and oh my gosh, it's delicious. So yummy. And salads are a great way to get heaps of greens in. You know, massage them with some avocado and lemon, and then whatever else you want under the sun, fruits or veggies or whatever you want, delicious, different herbs. That's a great way to get greens in. And then also, you can steam them if you want something warm, or if you feel like your body, you're just craving, because you know, we have to listen to our body. Ignore what everybody else says on Facebook and Instagram and social media and YouTube, and listen to your body and what you want. So if you're craving steamed greens, go steam up some kale. Don't use oil and salt. That's not needed. It's not good for the human body, especially in excess. Just steam up a big thing of greens. So nourishing, so grounding, especially in cold climates. And yeah, so that's all about greens. So tip number 5, eat enough. Eat enough. If you eat any diet and you don't eat enough, you're gonna be tired and you're gonna feel fatigued and you're gonna feel weak. No matter what you eat, if you don't eat enough, you're gonna feel that way. If you're a monk and you're reclusive, or you figured out how to create a lifestyle where you don't need a lot of calories, then you don't need to eat as much food as some other people. But if you figured out how to channel prana and energy in that way, then you don't need as many calories. But if you're living like the majority of people, you need X amount of calories in your day depending on what you're doing. So eat enough. So if you're eating a raw vegan living food diet, eat enough. Eat enough fresh fruit. Eat enough greens. Eat enough veggies. Eat enough healthy fats. Just eat enough. I also really recommend fruit for digestion. Once you go fruit, it's kind of hard to go back because your digestion becomes seamless. Your body smells become seamless. And that happens as well on a raw vegan diet. But really with the addition of fruit, I find that it's fine-tuned. So if you want clean energy, clean mood, clean body smells, go for mostly fruit with lots of greens, and then some fats if you want them, some veggies if you want them to add in more variety and minerals. But really shoot for fruits and greens. So good. And you'll notice your digestion and your smells will just improve tremendously. Your eyes will change color, they'll get brighter. Iridology is true, all of that stuff is true. Another thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tool and tip number 6 for succeeding on a raw vegan living food diet is herbs. Herbal medicine, supportive therapies. Not everybody can transition smoothly and seamlessly to a raw vegan diet without feeling some sense of detox. So support your body always, but especially if this is a new transition to you. Drink plenty of water, do an enema, get a colonic, get massages, help your body to purge out the old acidic accumulation and congestion, and toxins. Herbs help. I love herbs. Some people think they're not beneficial, some people love them. I'm one of the people that loves them. I think if you can take an herb that helps your liver to more successfully detox the toxins out, I think it's great to take it. Of course, research. Do 3, if you're not getting an herbal recommendation from me, take 3 forms of, what's the word? What is the word? Just get 3 sources, Get 3 sources of what that herb is, what it does, why it's good for you, and when not to take it. What's a contraindication for that herb? You know, certain herbs when you're pregnant, or if you're taking other medications, or whatever. But herbal medicine is powerful. Herbs that detoxify your colon and your liver, your kidneys, you balance your hormones as you're transitioning to a raw vegan diet, can really help to alleviate any healing crises, or any just really intense detox symptoms. So you deserve to be supported. Nothing has to be intense. So I recommend herbs. Research them yourself. Again, find 3 sources or reach out to me if you want some guidance for what herbs to take. I think they're powerful. And again, supportive therapies like enemas, colonics, massages, sunbathing, skin brushing, all of those things will help you to have a successful transition and detoxification. Sunbathing, again, rest. Rest is so important. So rest heals all. You know that. Get good rest throughout the day if you can, or just a good night's sleep. Restful night's sleep. Get rest. Get rest. It heals. The body already heals on its own, so if we can give them all of these tools to encourage its healing, it's gonna do magical things. Also water. Make sure that you're drinking enough water. Depending on what foods you're eating, are they hydrating or dehydrating? Like fruits are hydrating, seeds and nuts are dehydrating. Dehydrated foods are dehydrating. Cooked foods are dehydrating. So make sure that you're drinking enough water. I personally think with my body type and where I live in a very dry climate, a semi-desert in Colorado. I drink like a gallon of water, sometimes more every day, because I also work out. Like, make sure that you're drinking enough water. I'd rather have you play around with too much than not enough, honestly. And the most important supportive therapy is meditation. Meditate, meditate, meditate. It's similar to rest. It's very deep rest, sometimes even deeper rest than sleep. And you also get to connect with your highest self. And if you're lucky, you might get downloads on what is best for you to eat and how to live your life. So meditate, meditate, meditate. It will rest your body, heal your body, deprogram and reprogram with positive thoughts, positive mental patterns and thought patterns, and it will bring you to your highest self because you get to connect with source and center, and you are that. So to recap, I think we had 7. Number 1, eat fresh, raw, vegan foods. Eat them, focus on them. 2, eat simply. 3, eat fresh, ripe fruits and veggies and plants. Eat as local as you can. Grow everything that you can. 4, greens. Get them in all the time. Wheatgrass. 5, eat enough. Oh wait, we only had 6. I skipped 6. Herbal medicine and supportive therapies. Herbal medicine, supportive therapies, and we'll do a little meditation. It kind of deserves its own category. Meditation. Okay, another little add-in, and I'll write those down at the end of the video too. I think that'll be nice. Other things, stay inspired, right? Consume things that inspire you. Don't consume things that don't inspire you. So check out Ted Carr. He has Instagram, basically social media. Check out YouTube, social media of Ted Carr. Christina Fully Raw Christina. I think I'm gonna marry those two. Just saying, just saying. I don't know if I should say that on camera. I might need to edit that out. 3, who's another person? The Raw Advantage. Chris Kendall is super educated on raw vegan foods. I like him because he's like an athlete and very active. Same with Ted Carr, same with Fully Raw Christina. So you get the men's perspective and the women's perspective. Tanny Raw is also amazing. Tanny Raw. Johnny Juicer is also amazing. And The Raw Alignment. So check out all of those people. Again, Ted Carr, Fully Raw Christina, The Raw Advantage, Tanny Raw, Johnny Juicer, and The Raw Alignment. Check out all of those people on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and all the other little things. Because you need teachers, you need people to help guide you. You have to listen to yourself first. You have to listen to your intuition. Check out my previous videos on listening to your intuition. So do that first, but then also have teachers and guidance and people that have done this before and have done this for longer. Stay inspired. Unfollow people that don't inspire you on Instagram, on Facebook. If you're gonna be on social media, you want it to be bringing in things that are good for you. Don't overconsume. You want to express yourself. Don't have your consumption be more than your expression and your sharing your gifts in the world, right? We don't want to be arrogant and greedy. We want to share as much as we receive. We want to give as much as we receive. So that's it. Nova might want to say bye to you guys. We don't Nova. She loves you so much. And she eats raw food. She doesn't eat all vegan, but she eats all raw. And we support you. And if you want any more, the fireplace is hot. If you want any more guidance, I do private coaching and mentorships with people with many backgrounds. So reach out to me, schedule a session. I also do iridology, give iridology readings to find out exactly what you need to balance your constitution and support your strengths and support your weaknesses. It's important to know both. And I'll put all of my information below and in the comments, and comment me, write me questions, feedback, anything in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up. I always forget to say that, but give it a thumbs up. It helps me to spread this message more of clean and natural living. Subscribe, click the little bell button to get notifications of when I post a new video. And I love you guys so much. Stay tuned for more interviews that I'm doing and more exciting videos. I love you, and many blessings.